I remember it like yesterday. It was 2021, no 2020, wasn't it? And COVID hit, and basically everything changed in my life. I went from having a beautiful home, living in one of the most wonderful places in the world, which was in Thailand. I built my business up from there. I'd lost everything. I lost my partner for 2 years that I fell in love with and thought she was going to be my life partner, because basically I could not afford to stay in that country. And I just remember when I was when I was in the airport, because an airport is back to the UK, and I'm at 37,000 feet after the airport, obviously. I'm seeing 30,000 feet, and I'm just thinking to myself, where the fuck did this all go wrong? And why me? And what's happening? And for 14 hours, I beat myself to a pulp. I was crippled. I felt paralysed. I felt like my whole life had just been destroyed in a second. And that time that I spent in the plane, all I did is reflected, and and it's probably the worst thing you can do. Anyway, I got home back to the UK, and when you arrive back in somewhere you haven't been for a long time, it never feels right, and it doesn't feel like home. It's not feeling like home, and the idea is I've got to change it. I need to change my situation. So I started thinking, how am I going to do that? But the trouble was, I was so low. I was in dark places all the time. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't focus. I just didn't know what to do anymore. Also on my business side, I started to get these stupid ideas that I was a fake, I was a nobody, I was like imposter. I felt like I couldn't share any of my knowledge. It just felt like locked up. I just felt like everything I did, everything I was doing, just wasn't working. And I just didn't know what to do. Anyway, I woke up in the morning. I remember it quite vividly. And I don't know why, I woke up about 5 o'clock. I just sort of got out of bed, put my feet on the floor, and I just went, how the hell, where am I going in my life? Nothing's changing. And instead of going and thinking to myself, I just used the bathroom, I didn't. I stayed there. I looked up in the air and I said to myself, if you're real, if you exist, whether it's a God or a higher power of some description, I need you to give me some direction in my life, because this time around I just don't feel like I can be the person that I want to be. And with that, something happened, and I can't really think straight away what it was, but I just made this decision. It was just like, boom, I'll make that decision. And the minute I did that, my whole life changed.